Unscripted KAYFABE is called the product that we watch, to analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're gonna get experience. Welcome to the Unscripted KAYFABE. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the Unscripted KAYFABE. Unscripted KAYFABE. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The Unscripted KAYFABE is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the unscripted KAYFABE. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the unscripted KAYFABE.
Powered by Riverside.
Powered by Riverside FM.
What was coined to be, if not, should have been, one of the greatest shows all year, had the support, had the whole build-up of being called a great show, premium as they say, was a fucking disappointment. Let's get into the Elimination Chamber side of talk. How could this show, in like be part of WrestleMania season and being that weak, so fucking uneventful, really? Like, okay, I get it, sure. We could have seen shit coming from a mile away. Not to say, this guy right here, he got fucking booed. Danhausen. Very evil, very nice. Well, how evil, very nice can this guy be, huh? He's great friends with Phil, CM Punk. Doesn't matter at the end of the day. It really doesn't matter. He can be as evil as any nice he wants to be. If you guys are new here, this is the Unscripted KAYFABE, and here we talk about professional wrestling 101. We talk about everything involving pro wrestling. We talk about people like Danhausen. We talk about people like whoever we meet, really. But it's not that we're talking about them, we're talking about their characters, we're talking about what they're doing, basically. This is the Unscripted KAYFABE, where it's the off the cuff. It's off the script. There is nothing scripted about this, and there's nothing, an opinion that I'm going to sing in that is really scripted, because it's honesty. And it's about the product that we watch. The KAYFABE is a term for pro wrestling. If you don't know that, I guess you've been really living under a rock, but okay. So KAYFABE is a term for pro wrestling, so if you're new here, again, as I said, check it out. This is the Unscripted KAYFABE, where we watch the product and we review it, or we watch the KAYFABE, the product. KAYFABE is product, unscripted is because it's just unscripted, and we watch the product. And all my opinions about it are gonna be honest to a T. There's nothing, I'm gonna fucking sugarcoat shit. That's not me. I don't do that shit at the end of the day. Elimination Chamber, man, what a fucking scam show this was. You know, WWE has the coin to call all these events premium, really. Dude, there's nothing fucking premium about this shit. There's absolutely nothing premium about these shows. Especially, you're at the road to WrestleMania. You're at the WrestleMania season. That's what you give us. I mean, you can't blame on the crowd. I don't want to blame AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. I don't. Like, I didn't feel any fucking emotion. I didn't feel anything going through that match. I was like, what the fuck is this? Okay. It was alright. We're in the road to WrestleMania, and the feeling is alright. You know, if I'm getting the fucking feeling of everything, it's just okay. It's alright. That's a problem. I know you're not going to be able to live up to last year's Mania. How the fuck you can? You made Cena turn heel. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How the fuck are you going to make that work? How? You can't. You can't get the same emotion out of me you did last year when you turned John Cena heel and you turned that show into a fucking incredible show. That show was great. It was a really great show. Felt like the stakes were heavy in that show. It was the first, like, one of their first big Netflix PLEs around the world, and they fucking wanted the world to know what WWE brings. And I feel like they did the show for what it was worth, because, I mean, they wanted to show them that we are the best fucking pro wrestling company out there, and nobody lifts their boots in terms of what we do on these shows. And honestly, they gave a fucking mark for that, but what followed afterwards in 2025, oh boy, that was fucking atrocious. Let's not fucking forget about Survivor Series or even WrestlePalooza. Honestly, people say WrestlePalooza is the worst. I think fucking Survivor Series is bad because, oh boy, you know, I didn't even cover that show. It was that bad. I have never been more absolutely fucking bored watching a Triple H booked show. The worst Triple H show ever is Survivor Series in San Diego. That one. Fuck out of here with that notion, man. That show was utter garbage. Garbage. So, at the end of the day, it's not about something that's wrong that I'm saying about pro wrestling, man. It's not. It's like WWE thinks that they're building new stars, they're doing all this shit, they're doing whatever the fuck they want. I really wanted a great performance of Javon Evans. I felt like that was a fucking letdown in the match. I felt like Javon Evans deserves, let's call him Javon Williams. I didn't fucking even catch that up. What the fuck was that? Mark Nash. Now you're bad nice. I'm gonna deal with that. But at the end of the day, these motherfuckers out there, they put their, you know, fucking bodies on the line. That they do definitely, but speaking of bodies on the line, they put their bodies on the line for one body to fall over them. Which, holy shit. I mean, what the hell should I say about that? That's just funny, isn't it? It's just funny at the end of the day. They put their bodies on the line to basically have one fucking woman fall. That spot is ridiculous. That's not funny. How fucking unfortunate is it to be a pro wrestling fan in some circumstances where people want to coin this sport as fucking fake? Those circumstances don't help. Alright? What the fuck are we doing? Why are we basically pretending that we're supposed to catch a body? No pun intended, okay? But catch a body. One body's jumping onto multiple bodies, basically. Pause. But, again, no pun intended. It is from the top rope, or top of the pod, or whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. It's like from the top of the cage. It's like, my God, these spots are ridiculous. It's like, why are you not fighting? Why are you trying to catch them? Why? Why are you trying to ruin What is so important? Why did you just stop to get out your, you fucking became human beings at the end of the day? You're supposed to be characters! Be characters! Fight! Fight! What the fuck are you doing? Why are you not fighting? You're supposed to fight. You're supposed to punch and kick and just brawl, fucking beat the shit out of each other. Doesn't matter. You can catch somebody when they're about to jump over. You can like do something like that. I mean, you're all professionals at that point. I mean, you have wrestled for a long time. You know how to do this shit. You get it, and you can catch them. It's not like it's the most safest. It's like they're fucking the safest. They like to go with the most safe fucking shit out there. I get it. Safety. The most fucking shit. Safety. Man, sorry. What the hell was that women's match? Those spots, kill it for me. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we doing these? Oh my god, that guy's coming over me, I gotta catch them, I gotta fucking catch her. No, you don't, really, honestly. Like, you're looking up like this, like it's something, a bomb that's gonna fucking drop on you. Like you're stunned or something, like what the hell? It's every single match, it's like this spot is cokey, it's so fucking stupid, it makes this shit look stupid. It makes the art of professional wrestling look stupid at the end of the day. I fucking hate this spot. This spot should be fucking killed. Man, if I was in charge of a booking committee of professional wrestling, I was running a booking committee, I was running a professional wrestling company, or even an independent wrestling company, I saw somebody fucking, I'm gonna ban this fucking spot. This spot is fucking banned in my existence, at least. If I believe that, yeah. If I had the right, I would fucking ban this spot right then and there. Like, what the fuck are we doing? It's stupid. Nonetheless, and then, as I said about Javon Evans. Holy shit, that one, man. Oh, God. Javon Evans. Yeah, I wish he got a little more bit of show on about his guy. Like, if you really wanted to make a new star and you're looking at a 21-year-old dude and you want to make him a new star, this young guy, want to put him up. In terms of at least professional wrestling, he's young, so. And in terms of where he's on the main roster in WWE at the top right now, he's young for that age. So if you want to really push him and make him that top guy, all you fucking have to do is just let him go. Let him go. Let him go longer. Let him go fucking till the end of the chamber. You can let that fucking flame thing happen. You can let him go. At the end of the day. You didn't. I mean, the way they ended the chamber, I fucking don't. I hate that shit. I think that shit was great. It has a little bit of intrigue, not too much, just a little bit of intrigue for me. For the entire fucking 3-hour show that show shit was. But at the end of the day, you as professional wrestler and promoters and fucking bookers or whatever, it's your job to make talent flesh out. It's your job to let the talents go. It's your job to let the fucking talents basically go longer in these matches. And I think Javon Evans should have definitely got that because, I mean, there's so much there. First of all, it will show us that we can get more behind Javon Evans, and he fucking had a tremendous performance. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we not going towards that future? Why are we not going towards a 21-year-old doing that shit? I don't know. It is stupid to me at the end of the day. But I guess that's the case. That's what they want. They don't want you to really understand that. They want what they want, and at the end of the day, that's what they want. I mean, it's fucking, you can do nothing about it. You can do nothing about it. You can't. That's what they want to do, apparently, and that's what they want. But again, if I would have had the pen to paper to fucking say, hey, you're gonna do that spot, you're gonna go there, you're gonna fucking jump off, you know, and do little spots or whatever, and you're gonna have a great outing. You're just gonna go out there and fucking kill it, and you're gonna let you go longer, and you're gonna do great. That's what you're gonna do. And you're gonna lose at the end of the day because again, Javon's not enough ready, in my opinion, to be in that position where you really want to push him that quickly. And I mean, they're never gonna do that. And let's be, that's 100% never gonna fucking happen. That would be crazy. But if you have a star in Javon Evans, really, you have that star in Javon Evans. I mean, he's not ready right now for the WWE Championship. No. Let more fame behind him work. I don't think he's ready for that moment. But at the end of the day, it's still like, let him go at it. Let him go at it to the very end. And let the crowd clamor that they want to see this guy become WWE champion. You can let the crowd feel. You can push him. You can shove that down the crowd for a bit. If the crowd rejects, they fucking reject. But if they don't reject, let him have it. Let him really capitalize that fucking spot and grow from that. That's what professional wrestling is at the end of the day. If the crowd does not like it, then don't make him like it. But again, if you want to push that narrative out there, then do it. And if the crowd loves it, then they fucking love it. And then you go for it. You fucking go for it. You go for a fucking home run. You go for a freaking touchdown. It doesn't matter. You go for the biggest thing possible for even Javon Evans, for example. That's what I'm giving you an example here. Like, yeah. But, this is WWE for you. You don't know them really well, do we? That's whatever for them, I guess. That's just WWE for us at the end of the day. Corporate ass fucks. Who cares? Seth Rollins returned too on this show. That was funny because how has not anybody really put it together that Rollins is the one behind the mask? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you seriously that fucking stupid? He removed the fucking mask and oh my god, wow, like first of all, yes, we knew it's Seth Rollins, and whoever thought it's not, it's fucking stupid. Or I guess you're a kid, I don't know what the fuck you don't know, it's Seth Rollins, obviously. Like, why, like first of all, this masked man shit, it's very obvious, who could it be? Why is this masked man attacking? What does anybody have in play for anybody? It's freaking the guy who was taken out by Braun Breaker and the fucking Vision. It's entertaining, honestly, to me. That you have that spot go on, whatever. So every single week since fucking November, there was a guy that attacked CM Punk at Survivor Series. I don't know if that was the worst fucking Triple H book show ever. Let's not even try to praise that. Let's bury it down in the fucking dirt that it belongs in. One of the worst WWE pay-per-views shows recently I've ever fucking seen. So bury that shit. At the end of the day, it's like, so you've had that spot going on since Survivor Series, since fucking November. Where that masked man was coming out. First is revealed to be Austin Theory, eventually turns into a fucking other masked man, the masked man, the masked man, the fucking masked man. And then one gets unmasked on SmackDown, as we know, is Seth Rollins. I mean, that should just let alone tell anybody, hey, that's Seth Rollins coming out at Chamber, and he's gonna cost Logan Paul. Or at that time, it was gonna be Bronson Reed. He was gonna cost Bronson Reed the championship. The funny thing about this, honestly, is that they had Braun Breaker in a position where they could have made him world heavyweight champion, and they chose not to. They had Braun Breaker with the gold, and he was looking really good with it. It just fit him really well. Now, I think now they have elevated the belt even more, so if Braun Breaker wants it, you know what, I don't mind it a bit now, because it's like, it's going to be in the main event of night 2. it's gonna close the entire fucking WrestleMania. And who is fighting for it? It's CM Punk and Roman Reigns at the end of the day. Roman Reigns wants that championship. He wants that world title at the end of the day. He wants it more than anything. So, I love it. I love it that Roman wants that championship. And that makes the importance for that title, and then that title could be elevated up. Stands so that the Braun Breaker could win it eventually by the end of the day. So this masked man that kept on the video, it's Seth Rollins. It's Seth Rollins. It's going to be Seth versus Logan Paul, probably at WrestleMania again. That's the way to go. But either, I mean, that match is going to be fucking incredible, honestly. Because, I mean, now there's a bit more of a story involved. More of a story than it was before. Because now he's a Paul Heyman guy. He's a vision guy. Now, so Seth Rollins screwed the fucking vision out of this shit. So now it's going to be either Seth and LA Knight teaming up together. Now, I hope there's not this bunch of, like, you know, Seth Rollins really giving love to LA Knight, I'm your friend, or whatever. No, it's got to be like, I don't really like you, or whatever. It has to, like, you can't just forget. You just can't forget because one guy is at the back. Again, this whole notion of because both are good guys, so they have to like each other. No, they don't. Do we forget their fucking history? Do we forget how much they hated each other's guts? How much they wanted to beat the living shit out of each other every single week? No, you don't forget that. You bring that narrative in. This is one of the most interesting things about it since Triple H has taken over WWE. You do not forget about actions. You don't forget if a good guy turns, if a good guy and a good guy just start teaming up together and they've been in a really heated feud or whatever. Like, no. You have to make sure the good guy is emotionally emotionally not okay before what that guy did to him. Even though he is a good guy right now. And both are good guys. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. LA Knight should not be okay with teaming up with Seth Rollins. Like, should not be okay. There should be a bit of a struggle, a little bit of heat between them. They should not be okay with teaming up. LA Knight should like absolutely shit on Rollins and absolutely bury his pussyfoot injury or whatever he's calling him a fucking pussy, do whatever the fuck he wants, like a fucking loser, call him whatever you want, fucking joker, call whatever the hell you want. LA Knight should not be okay teaming up with Seth Rollins at the end of the day. He should not be. Now, Seth Rollins, on the other hand, I don't think he should also be not okay. So, but they will have to team up for the sake of whatever it's going to be. So that's what's going to happen. LA Knight and Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul and Austin Theory. But, you know, that's what that says at the end of the day. So that's what that says at the end of the day. And Danhausen, man, Danhausen, oh boy, he debuted. You know, funny thing is, I didn't catch up the show. I didn't watch the show live. I stayed off social for a bit. I mean, there's some shit I don't know if I'm gonna look at. So I caught up the show like a little later, and I saw the show. I'm like, okay, where the fuck is the crate? So man, I was already pissed. I was like, what the fuck? What about the goddamn crate? So when I go back on social media, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Okay, so I checked the crate. I'm like, okay, because I was like, Michael Cole mentioned that. I was like, you just fucking spoiled it was Danhausen. I was like, okay, it's not Danhausen, but then like, where the fuck is the crate? Apparently, they didn't even fucking like in the Elimination Chamber like replay show. where I watched it not live, obviously, it was recorded, they cut the freaking Danhausen thing out. Or either Netflix did, I don't know what the fuck happened. Danhausen wasn't even part of the fucking show. Or they correct that the fucking box wasn't at the end of the day, I don't know. Or either, I don't know if he was fucking revealed on the kickoff, that I freaking forgot about that shit. I don't know, man. So I was kind of heated about that. The whole spot of freaking Danhausen. You know, Danhausen and being unveiled as the guy in the fucking box. Very evil, very nice. Danhausen. You know Danhausen? Everybody knows Danhausen. But at the end of the day, man, it's great shit. What can I say about it? It's fucking Danhausen. Who cares? You know, kind of bummed it's not Jericho, but I don't want to be bummed about that. That'd be stupid to be bummed because, let's be real, it's not going to be Jericho. But he's still under contract with AEW. We'll see where that stands. I have no things about Danhausen. Apparently got booed too, which is okay. I guess that's interesting for his first appearance in WWE ever, and he's getting booed. One thing I had a problem with, why didn't fucking hell Michael Cole didn't acknowledge where CM Punk returned to? CM Punk has returned to the United Center after being away from it. He returned to professional wrestling in the United Center nearly 5 years ago. Yeah, get that fucking shit right. 4 to 5 years ago, he returned to the United Center. For professional wrestling. Not WWE, but professional wrestling. So, all those years later, we don't get a call back and mention that moment where Punk returned to professional wrestling, where he was like the fucking ace for professional wrestling in that moment, at that time, the top star. The number one star, honestly, on all pro wrestling at that time. He was. And there's no fucking denying that. He eclipsed Roman Reigns right away with his return to professional wrestling at that time. Roman was number one until the Punk came back. And it was a great time for AEW that time. Hopefully shit goes great for AEW. You guys are going to be an Unscripted KAYFABE podcast is coming out. Definitely about that show will be coming out. We covered that on Monday. We will cover the WWE side of shit, which is, oh boy, there's a lot of shit to cover on WWE side. Let's not get that twisted. Where I'm going to go over how fucking awful the WWE product is, and how WWE sucks, and they can't tell a great story, and all they fucking want to go is moment after moment after moment after moment. You got the fucking moment in the crate now, so enjoy it as much you want, fucking Levesque. You got the moment. Enjoy it. Crate. Yeah. Who's in the box? It's Jack in the Box. Like fucking, we're playing Jack in the Box back in 2015 or something. Like, coin yourself as Marvel level storytelling. Man, get the fuck out of here with that notion. Just stop. Just don't ever fucking even mention that, because you're being a disgrace to fucking Marvel. Marvel has a little bit of his own fucking stumbles here and there, but you WWE are not on that level. You're not. Maybe you were on that level like a couple of years back, 2-3 years ago. Maybe we were more creative and better about it. But you're not now. So move on from that shit. Their storytelling is far from being Marvel. It's moment after fucking moment. He just fucking hicks off a moment and just goes after a fucking moment. And that's what he wants, a moment and nothing else. So, what else about it, honestly? I really don't know what to say about that. That's just a fucking fact. Moment after moment for him. This show is a letdown, simply. Nothing more to say. I'm going to cover the show, we talk about it, break it down, you know. Things after on the show, this entire fucking show. But overall, that's what it was. Man, AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch on the other hand, holy shit. Either I want to watch that match back to feel what my opinions are on this, because oh my god, I had never been like, I was like, okay. And when AJ Lee won the championship, I was like, okay, I'm not shocked about it. I'm not shocked that AJ Lee, I would have been probably shocked at Becky Lynch, because I mean, this is really predictable. I felt like AJ Lee was going to win the championship right there. And the match wasn't even that high on stakes. It's like, okay. Either AJ Lee is on the level of Becky Lynch in terms of in-ring work. Like, this match was alright. Wasn't awful. Was okay. I mean, good at best. I don't know what to say. This match was not that all great. And the build wasn't that great either, honestly. That whole fucking segment of like, the whole over-the-top acting, like, oh my god, like, yeah, she said she doesn't, she'll go away. I mean, she's shunning you, she's big a lot of the time, she's saying you're nothing, like, you're like, it's fine. She was okay, you know, defending the championship, and then, god, the way they fucking got there was ridiculous. I did not like that. I did not like that. Because Becky can't act really well. You can't. Well, it's too over the top, so too fake to me. But at the end of the day, that's how it is towards that. But again, you know, the whole fucking Danhausen shit. Him being unveiled, like, yeah, predictable. Dude got fucking booed on his first night. And I said again, predictable. Fucking Danhausen. Predictable, simply, nothing else. Predictable. And again, I was always pissed that it wasn't there on the goddamn show. Like, it should have been there. It should have been there. But it wasn't there. So, again, very predictable shit. What can you say? Predictable. Not shocked about it, really. No, there's nothing to be fucking shocked about here. But again, that was that. I was like, what the fuck is this box? Great, you know, pissed my move on here. Cody and Randy, I'm liking that shit again. We're gonna get into the full review here soon, but let's go a little bit of Cody and Randy here. Love that ending of that chamber where Seth came back, obviously getting the stomp. LA Knight slipped up. We're going to go over that differently later on, but that whole notion and the idea of Randy Orton, he was not gonna hesitate. He didn't fucking hesitate. I replayed that shit 3 times. I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. He did not even for a single second hesitate. He looked at Cody Rhodes. He did drew a freaking RKO. Drew bounced off the RKO off the mat. And that RKO basically got him into a freaking crossroads position. Cody hit the crossroads and drew. Randy turned Cody around. RKO, 1, 2, 3, bop. Dropped him right fucking there. No hesitation. That's the Viper. That's Randy Orton. That's what he does. He dropped him right there. Loved it. That was the best thing in this 3-hour fucking disappointment. The last 1 minute maybe of the show. 1 to 2 minutes, maybe. That was the best fucking thing on the entire show. I was gonna get this fucking premium, the premium lame event. These are the premium lame events. These are what they are. These WWE fucking shows are nothing more than a premium lame event. That's what the premium lame event, the Elimination Scammer. I'm gonna bury it as much as I want. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. This is my opinion. We can have all our opinions at the end of the day. That's what makes professional wrestling great, right? Elimination Chamber 2026 review. Stratton and James were the first two women in the match. Their pair battled with no real threat off either being eliminated. There were some highlight moments, such as Stratton's back spring elbows missing and instead sending her crashing her instead of Chamber containing Rodriguez. Asuka was the next woman in the match. Tradition was forwarded into the match. Took advantage of the other three women having taken each other down. Bliss was first woman to take to score the elimination. So Bliss, I believe, was the first who got eliminated. With Asuka's miss, basically, right? Rhea Ripley hit the freaking basically she like took out everybody or whatever. She Joe on top of the cage with a freaking senton or whatever, flipping senton, and then basically Stratton hit the prettiest moonsault to freaking eliminate Rodriguez. This match felt like really non-eventful at the end of the day. That's what I'm gonna break it down this match to be. Fucking non-eventful. Not really any spice into it. I mean, all of a sudden, I mean, this match was just not it. It was not it. It wasn't. So, do what you want, but that's what I feel about this match. A fucking disappointment, nonetheless. It wasn't it. It was not gonna be as better as last year's, and Rhea Ripley won. She defeated Tiffany Stratton. Kiana James got eliminated by Rodriguez. Rodriguez pinned Kiana James and Alexa Bliss. Actually, no, not Alexa Bliss, Asuka. I'm forgetting it. Asuka, yeah. I was like, first of all, I was like, okay, they really want to have this new Asuka character. They really have this new Asuka where just she's more of a badass, but at the same time she's being fucking destroyed by Rodriguez. Just like, okay, Asuka really got any showing off in this match, really. I feel like Asuka's got to a point that she's no longer that top women's star, and I feel like she's really at the end of her career where now she's basically a woman to help other women get over. So that's great for what it's worth. So this, I would give this match, it was not even a B+, it was a C. It was a C-. It's rated B+ here on CBS Sports. I don't know what the fuck they call it B+ here. There was nothing B+ about this match. It was a C. It was a good match. It's a good match, nothing incredible. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. Lee looked for some quick finishes with roll-ups, but Lynch was able to escape, but there was not enough growing visibility. He's frustrated as Lee built momentum. Lee also continued to focus her offense on Lynch's arm, looking to set up Black Widow submission later in the match. Lynch eventually started to come back and wear Lee down, using their power and size advantage. You know, the funny thing about this Black Widow that AJ Lee put on Becky Lynch, it wasn't even like it was really on. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I can see that she's barely have her in that Black Widow. Like, it's not even like, I mean, I'm sorry, but AJ Lee is just, to me, not that great. She's not like great. I mean, at that time, we're talking about where women's division was the dog shit of dog shits. It was all about your sex appeal and being a diva, quote unquote. You get the reference. The freaking title levels, championship. So that was just stupid, honestly. So, I mean, yeah, the whole time period where AJ Lee was all about what was all about the diva era and how it is to be a divas champion. She was probably the best pro wrestler out of all of them. Now, on the other hand, I don't believe she is. Because now they're much better pro wrestlers like Becky Lynch. This match for me was I think B minus. Give that a B minus, I would say. But again, Lee avoided being sent into the turnbuckle, broke and disarmed her attempt. The referee saw the exposed turnbuckle, attempted to address it, but Lynch shoved Lee into the referee before accidentally hitting the ref with a little kick. Lee then caught Lynch to the Black Widow, forcing Lynch to tap, and the referee was incapacitated. What the fuck? Incapacitated. She was incapacitated. Anyways, did not see the trap. Then the tap. Lynch brought a steel chair to the ring, which eventually led to the leading send on him into the top rope. After the referee recovered, though Lynch was able to kick out, Lynch was prevented by the referee from sending Lee into the turnbuckle, infuriating, and all that whole shit at the end of the day. So, it was bad. I mean, this match at the end of the day was forgettable. It was not like this match is going to be remembered. It was... It's not a B+, it's a freaking minus at the end of the day, so... I mean, this Elimination Chamber match was fun. Was not, like, competitive. It was fun. I'll give them that. It was a fun match. Again, we're not here to have fun. This is a fucking season of WrestleMania. A WrestleMania season is not supposed to be really, like, fun, like, hey, we're having, I'll just go out there and have fun. No, it's supposed to be, like, competitive. There needs to be absolutely fucking, I'm gonna fucking kick your head off your neck. I'm gonna fucking kill you. That should be the season of WrestleMania. That wasn't a season here, that how much they really wanted the spot. It felt the least kind of competitive that was made it because it's WrestleMania season at the end of the day and for that stake. But it was a fun match. I'll give them that. But this one had AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. Holy shit, this was not it. So all that together, all that shit anyways. So which one was better? I'll give out of which women's matches were better. It's definitely to me the Elimination Chamber. I will take the Elimination Chamber over, I think, AJ Lee and Becky Lynch, because to me that was like, compared together this match, it's so non-eventful. AJ Lee is not like working well with Becky Lynch. You don't know what's fucking going on. It's really weird. But we can definitely move on from that. I absolutely believe that Rhea Ripley winning was a bit weird against Jade Cargill. I wish they could have gone Alexa, Jade, and Charlotte. That would have been interesting, but no, they wanted to go Rhea Ripley and Jade. And now Jade is so bad that Rhea Ripley has to fucking carry. That speaks so well. If Jade has to carry, that says Jade is fucking awful. Because all these other women that Rhea Ripley actually wrestled before, she had to carry none of them. Charlotte, no. Asuka, fuck no. All the tag team matches, no. Charlotte again, no. Becky, no. Bianca, Io, no. She's got to carry Jade. She's the first one where a match where Rhea Ripley has to fucking lead the way. Because Jade is fucking awful. She's boring as fuck. And she has no charisma and personality. She just fucking wears some glasses, tries to look like cool and whatever. She's not it. She's not it. Jade Cargill is just not it. And she's not it at the end of the day. So it's, again, if Rhea has to carry her and Rhea's going to bring her to a great match, that doesn't say that well for Jade Cargill because Jade Cargill is not that good. She's not. Moving on. Danhausen is officially in WWE. The Box has appeared on Raw and SmackDown for the past few weeks. They've been fucking shipping off from Raw to SmackDown and fucking Adam Pearce like, Eli, what is this fucking crate? Go have Nick Aldis deal it. Nick Aldis said go have fucking Adam Pearce deal with this shit. Johnny Gargano's laying on top of it. Like, what the fuck's going on with that? He's depressed that he lost Axiom's fucking mask. We're gonna get over that shit. What the fuck is that? Honestly, that's kind of stupid. I mean, maybe he's trying to make stupid shit get over, so I hate it and I hate it, but also kind of find it funny. Like, he's trying that. I don't hate it, but it's like, okay, that's the way we're doing it for Johnny Gargano. With seven women in Danhausen's face, several women in Danhausen's face paint emerging from Danhausen in the coffin. Danhausen himself led to the ring. That woman did a dance. Danhausen gave Michael Cole a jar with teeth in it. That's fucking Danhausen for you. Nothing more nice, nothing more evil. Danhausen. CM Punk versus Finn Balor. Punk entrance featured the old school Chicago Bulls pregame introduction. I love this team for the Chicago Bulls team pregame introduction that he got. That was really cool for Punk. That was really like aura moment for CM Punk. Match started with some the back and forth chain wrestling. Balor looked to take a slow grind. The match started with some back and forth chain wrestling, which was really good. I think they really have that really nailed in. I think the match really kicked off really well with Punk and Balor. Balor looked really great, honestly. His look, he looked like his aura's back with the team at these shows, at these pay-per-views. Like, Balor has that aura back that he definitely needed to get back again to. So I love that about Finn Balor. Punk's entrance featured the old school Chicago Bulls pre-introduction as a nice nod to him being in his hometown, which I think was again a great nod to him because again him being a Chicagoan and he's Chicago made. It's Chicago made Punk at the end of the day, so it was good for Punk and it was a really cool moment. It was really like Punk had a lot of aura at that moment for me, definitely. The song that they chose for that pre-introduction that they gave him, and the song also that blared on was fucking great. Like, love that about the Chicago Bull introduction that Punk got. That's what has to make this shit really look great. The match started with back and forth. The match started with some back and forth chain wrestling, which again was really good. They really know each other well with the whole chain wrestling shit. Balor looked to take a slow, grinding approach to keep with his promise, taking Chicago crowd out of the match. Continued until a double close and left both men down at the point. Punk rallied and the burst of an offense. At some time, Punk took a shot that led him to begin bleeding from the mouth. So the Punk really started bleeding, like, holy shit, what's fucking going on? He was really, I mean, they really were like physical with this match, I gotta say. It was really chain wrestling based, like, because Punk, I think, is a really good chain wrestler and Balor knows that more than anybody. At some point, Punk took a shot that led him to begin bleeding from the mouth. Still, he managed to hit a diving elbow onto Balor. Balor continued to step ahead of Punk, even fighting through an anaconda vice to put Punk down and hit a coup de grace for a near fall. Coup de grace for a near fall. Balor seemed really ready to call for his Judgment Day teammates, but held back, only to turn and hit it and go to sleep. Through Balor was sent to the floor by the impact. Out on the floor, Balor hit a sling blade for a shotgun dropkick to send Punk to the ringside barricade. Punk came back, locking Balor in a sharpshooter, delivering some kicks and hitting a second go to sleep for the win. After the match, Balor shook Punk's hand before leaving the ring, so that was a really good moment actually. So we're gonna break down basically no Judgment Day. My teammates, like, it felt like he was gonna have a call for them, but he did not call. Like, even though he was looking to call for his Judgment Day members, but then that almost cost him. But he basically landed outside the ring, and then Balor had a sling blade before a shotgun dropkick to send Punk through the ringside barricade. Punk came back, locking Balor in a sharpshooter, which again was great for that moment. It was. Delivering some kicks and hitting a second go to sleep for the win, basically. Which was, yeah, I was like a little uneventful about that shit. I was like, okay, that's what it is. And a really beat down, so nothing really shocking happened. It was a great wrestling match. I think it was a really great wrestling match. Balor really looked like, Balor looked really good in it, so I really liked that for it being the case. Again, Punk looked awesome, so we all went over Danhausen, his fucking debut, which he got booed first night. Interesting. Men's Elimination Chamber match. We're gonna end it off here, folks, and that'll be it for the unscripted KAYFABE, definitely. Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans restricted wins with Logan Paul. Evans and Rhodes were the first two men in the match and went back and forth until Williams entered the match. Williams and Evans battled with Rhodes down outside the ring. Things spun between each man briefly until the next entrant. Paul, Evans, Williams, and Rhodes immediately teamed up on tackle. That was really funny. They started beating the fuck out of Logan Paul. They started to beat the living shit out of Logan Paul. They beat the living crap out of him. He tried to get in, he's like, and they basically fucking threw him into the pod. All the black guys. Cody's black guy, we know that. Cody, all the black men, man, they beat the fuck out of Logan Paul. Brothers, basically. Cody's brothers basically beat the fuck out of him. Love that about the match. Beat the living shit out of him. Logan Paul got his ass kicked. LA Knight came in. LA Knight slipped off the top rope. We're gonna have that definitely here, but that was funny. Cody Rhodes and Javon Evans started off the match. It was really interesting, the one for that, you know, Javon and Cody. Cool. Things spun between them briefly, having momentum under the rest of Paul, Evans, and Williams. Rhodes immediately teamed up to attack Paul for going back to attacking each other, allowing Paul to finally get in the rings from the things. Knight was the next man out, leaving Orton as the final man in the pod. So Orton was the final man in the pod, but everybody knew that. But then Cody was the first one to start with Javon, and they went back and forth a little bit here and there. Paul made his way up to the top of the pod, with Evans and Knight following him. Knight and Evans tossed Paul basically. He just fucking chucked Logan Paul got his ass whooped. But he also got 3 eliminations. Who collided with Williams and Rhodes and ring. Knight delivered then a BFT on top of the pod. Orton entered as final man. No one being eliminated. Evans sent a frog switch from the top and bottom one to Williams, would turn him a polarizer for the match's first elimination. So Logan eliminates. The first man eliminated was Javon Evans, which I wish he could have gone longer at the end, but I would have booked it differently. With the low blow and roll up for the elimination, Rhodes hit Williams with a cross Rhodes, but Paul threw Rhodes under the ring post to seal the pin, leaving things down to Paul. Rhodes and Orton security grabbed the masked man again, which was about to interfere again. Adam Pearson removed the mask out of it. He's like, who the fuck are you, unknown man? Is basically another Seth Rollins fucking trainer. Or Seth Rollins, another Seth Rollins student. It's Black and Brave Wrestling Academy. So the masked man then kicked Paul and hit him with a stomp, allowing Rhodes to get the pin. Then Seth Rollins revealed himself as the man. Wow, shocker. It was Rollins. Thank you for telling us. the Drew McIntyre slipped in the ring, basically, and then all chaos is going on. Rhodes, McIntyre continued the attack on Orton, basically, and then got hit by a freaking RKO. Attack on Rhodes. He beat the shit out of Cody, hit him with a championship belt, fucking beat the crap out of him, and he hit. Then about to hit Cody Rhodes with a freaking Claymore. Cody ducks, and then he goes into beat him up. Randy Orton pulls McIntyre out. RKO counters into a freaking counter transitions it into a goddamn crossroads. As soon as Cody hits that crossroad, Randy Orton fucking basically turns around Cody, hits him, drops him dead right, set him in the middle, and sticks his WrestleMania Night 1 main event, basically. At least as what is on paper, that's what it's looking like right now. On paper, what it seems like, what is official right now is Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. So, again, talking about Cody not winning, this was the best thing in the entire fucking awful 3-hour show. I'll go awful, but very disappointing. Very disappointing. Not awful, but disappointing. Early disappointment of a show that's being held in a WrestleMania season. Why is it so disappointing? I don't know why the fuck is it so disappointing. But it was. This is the WrestleMania season, and the WrestleMania season feels fucking lifeless, and the show felt lifeless. It didn't have that WrestleMania feel where it has to be competitive, and it doesn't matter what the fucking matters. If you get to WrestleMania, you get to get the fucking main event of WrestleMania. No, it felt fucking lifeless. But at the end of the day, Randy Orton on paper is going to be facing Drew McIntyre WrestleMania Night 1 main event. So, that's that. It was a eventful show for what it was worth. Nothing great about it. It was eventful, is what I'll say to you. That is it for the Unscripted KAYFABE, folks. We're gone an hour, man. That's good enough. I think we'll covered everything about this show and how my opinion is. I'll give this show a fucking C. It was... I don't want to give it a C. I'll give it a C minus. A C minus. This show was okay. Alright. Altogether. This show, it was basically a 6 out of 10. It wasn't goddamn awful, like bad. It was okay. But that should not be what you'd be saying about a WrestleMania season show. With the Royal Rumble being a bit of a disappointment as well. Not that being all that fucking great. But the crowd was fucking dead in Saudi Arabia. They fucking didn't believe in Sami Zayn themselves at the Royal Rumble, so holy shit, who gives a fuck about that? But again, back in Chicago too, the crowd is dead because the crowd doesn't feel any fucking excitement. One of the hottest crowds in fucking professional wrestling. Is maybe if Chicago's losing its fucking steam? I don't know. That's up to debate. But at the end of the day, that's it for the Unscripted KAYFABE. We're out. This is the Unscripted KAYFABE. Watch the product. And it's off the script. Honest opinion about the product that we watch. KAYFABE is the product. KAYFABE is a term in professional wrestling. If you don't know that, man, you're living under a rock. This is the Unscripted KAYFABE.